What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Black Uchiha 3 long face skinny body. Got no degree. I'm still working on that part. And you already know we back with some more fire anime content. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe before we get into the video. But let's get right into the video.
Damn, Mizzy Mari got beat.
This video I'm really excited to do because it's like a whole bunch of what is Boruto chapter 38 has left us with. And one of the most concernings, if not the most concerning, at least in my book, Sasuke and Boruto, whether they will be training or, you know, what's going to go down. Because it's been clear cut that Jigen is too strong. Naruto flat out said it. And even stated to Sasuke, he's too strong for them to face right now. So somebody has to get stronger. And it's obvious, of course, this younger generation, you know, Boruto's generation has to get stronger. But then when it comes to those of like, you know, Konohamaru's generation, and then Naruto's generation, Kakashi's generation, everybody's going to be seeing all of a sudden like, we have to get stronger. We have to, you know, at least like increase our power for the oncoming threat that they've seen Jigen pose. Because when everybody gets the news that, hands down, everyone in the shinobi world can gang up on Naruto and he'd be able to take him out. Now, let's think about that for a second. Respectively say, except for Sasuke, everyone minus Sasuke, that means including Kakashi, the Raikage, Killer Bee, all of that, can gang up on Naruto and Naruto would still win the fight. Now, how do you think Fodder Ninja or even like some exceptional Jonin would feel hearing that, okay, this strongest shinobi alive right now literally was completely taken out and his equal was left for dead and has to be healed, you know, whatever, whether it's the story is coming from Sasuke's mouth himself or they decide to, you know, shut the story off, which I can see in either situation, everything will go way wire because it's going to be like at the end of the day, either they tell the truth, Naruto was defeated and sealed away, or Naruto's dead. I can't see a good outcome coming out of either of those scenarios. The path that not only Sasuke, but also Boruto takes from this point forward. Now, it's crucial that we point out, in episode 1 and chapter 1 of the manga, we see Kawaki and Boruto have a very interesting exchange. Now, post chapter 38, we can go back to the exchange and try to draw a whole lot of more things that we weren't able to do previous to this chapter. Now we're able to get at least a small understanding of it's possible that events that take place where we see both Boruto and Kawaki 16 years old fighting takes place after a year, 4 years after the whole, you know, Boruto gets his karma seal. So we're 4 years removed from that part. Boruto got his karma seal when he was 12 years old. At this point in the manga, it's been a year since Boruto has received his karma seal. So within that year, he's been spending time with Kawaki. You know, he went through the Mugen Bandit arc. He learned about all of these things that go down, you know, with Delta, with Kosh and Koji. All of these things have happened within a span of a year. And we get to see Boruto and Kawaki both face off, and they're 16 years old, which automatically jumps us 3 years into the future. So it goes to say, like, the words that Kawaki chose to use, you know, he's told Boruto, I'm going to send you to where I sent the 7th Hokage. It's pretty obvious, or it can be clear cut that, you know, it's possible Naruto will be sealed away for the next 3 years. He will be removed from the story. Now, this is good and bad. Bad for, you know, the Naruto fans, people just worried about Naruto's health, but good for the story and for plot reasons. Obviously, good for the fact that, you know, it's like, okay, Naruto is removed from the picture. You know, Sasuke was giving a very eye-opening beatdown. So it's like, all right, now what's fun to go down? Now, a lot of people are saying, all right, Sasuke is going to have to train Boruto. And I believe this actually is opening up the gate for not only a whole lot of different things to go down, a whole lot of different events to occur, but definitely opening the gate for a both Boruto and Sasuke training montage, or a 3-year training journey, in a sense where you can see it's like, okay, towards the end of Naruto, where Naruto was like, yeah, I'm going to go train with Jiraiya for 2 years and then come back to the village, you know, with stronger techniques and a better understanding of being a shinobi and oneself. That's the journey that Naruto took. And we can see This same thing will be occurring in Boruto's story, but in a much different manner than what occurred for Naruto's sake. Now, in the sense that Boruto will have motivation. Previous to this, obviously we've seen like Boruto has been coming along the lines of finding his ninja way, finding motivation for becoming a ninja. The manga is doing a much better job than portraying that aspect than the anime. I'm not trying to take anything away from the anime though, but now we definitely get motivation for Boruto as to why he needs to become stronger, and for the whole younger generation, why they need to train rather than just training to train or training to be cool, or just training as inspiration from stories you heard of the past. The threat is up front and in their faces. Kind of like when you see when, back when Naruto's generation, when they heard about the Akatsuki, when they had to fight the Sound Four, prior to those events, they were like, what, we have to get stronger. There were instances where like everyone had their moments or their self-conflicting doubt. Boruto's generation is about to be hit with this harsh reality in chapter 39, and I love the amazing setup. Now, one of the things I really want to get at is we see a lot of people can still say, there is a couple of abilities that possibly Naruto and Sasuke could have pulled out that they didn't show against Jigen, which I'm not in complete disagreement with. But I really believe this is opening the door up for the fact for Sasuke to obtain his second arm, his Hashirama cell-powered arm. Now, this can be a very big deal for Sasuke in general, because one of the main things that really held them back this fight, not only the fact that Jigen was just crazy overpowered, but Naruto was able to continuously heal himself. Now, Sasuke being on the same godly level as Naruto, he isn't blessed with the same healing abilities. That's one of the main things that set them apart, is the durability and endurance of both Naruto and Sasuke. It's unfair because Sasuke has more endurance and durability than your average ninja, and Naruto just shits on that. So it just shows you how special Naruto is in that sense. But one of the special things about these Hashirama cells is their ability to, replenish cells, to, heal yourself, in a sense, whereas like it gave the ability for Mangekyo Sharingan Obito to spam his Kamui ability like he has the internal Mangekyo Sharingan without any, drawbacks or anything. Those are some of the things that the Hashirama cell was able to do. We know that Obito's right side of his body was replaced with Hashirama cells. So the thing is, if Sasuke were able to get these arms, his arm, I'm not going to say that's the only thing that would buff him, but that would buff his chakra reserve stats. And not only that, his healing ability is so high to the point where it's like, okay, now Sasuke not only has his comfortable arm back, because we all know Sasuke is left-handed, he is able to worry less about his own body, meaning that he can be able to tank some attacks, meaning that he'll be able to heal himself in some way, shape, or form. And he is also will be able to spam his Rinnegan ability. Now, one of the things we know about Sasuke is that the fact that this Rinnegan ability, not only does it take a tremendous amount of chakra just to have the Rinnegan, but it takes another tremendous amount of chakra to use Rinnegan-based jutsu and Rinnegan-based ninjutsu. As we can see, those are one of the heavy drawbacks that Sasuke has, where he can do one of his special abilities like space-time ninjutsu, maybe a matter of couple of times, and it would drain his chakra by a tremendous amount. And not only that, he has to, as we've seen in chapter 38, where he mentions it himself, he has to calculate his chakra output to ensure that he has enough chakra to do space-time ninjutsu, whether he is, on a road, on the mission, looking for something in another world, or in the middle of a fight in this instance, and he has to have enough chakra to go home. All of these will no longer become a problem for Sasuke, so that opens up a whole lot of doors. Now, what also will open up a whole lot of doors is the fact that Boruto will receive rigorous training from Sasuke. I'm talking about part 1 Naruto type of training, in a situation where we get Sasuke furthering Boruto's skill, polishing his skills. Basically, you could say to some sort of extent, forming Boruto into a mirror image of Sasuke. It becomes very interesting, the route that we get to see all of this going, because it's like they will be training. They were spending this whole time training, and who knows what goes down or what happened, prior to the event that happened in episode 1 and chapter 1, where we get to see both Kawaki and Boruto facing off. Who knows what happened up until that point Where it's possible, we even get to see Boruto has this scar on his eye. He looks completely dripped out. It appears he has a whole lot of Sasuke's equipment. Possible that, Sasuke somehow became immobilized during their training journey, or maybe just Sasuke passed on things for Boruto to keep as a relic or as a symbol or some sort of that nature. I highly doubt that Sasuke is dead. Now, it could be very possible, and I tend to make a whole nother video on this aspect as well. After both Boruto and Sasuke get done with their training, maybe the Shinobi world is in the middle of a giant joint mission, the Joint Shinobi Alliance, to prepare for the oncoming threat or the oncoming battle. And it's Sasuke's job personally to go and retrieve Naruto from the dimension, and it's Boruto's job to go, in battle and face the threat face to face. Now, that can be confusing to a point where it's like, we get the vibe that, Ishiki has completed his goal in taking over Kawaki's body because of the words that he used. I will send you to where I sent the 7th Hokage. And we get to see it. Ishiki was the one who sent the 7th Hokage away. But still, Sasuke can be somewhere, maybe just trying to find the coordinates to Naruto's location, or there can be other threats, other greater Otsutsuki threats that requires the attention of, Sasuke and a few people, maybe a few Kage from his generation. Whereas on Earth threats will be handled by Boruto in his generation. There's a whole lot you can think about that, but I'm very excited to see the training or the journey that Boruto and Sasuke will go on. And it's obvious they're gonna have to, because at this point Sasuke realizes he knows that without Naruto, it's gonna be very, very, very hard to keep the world stable and protected. So without a doubt in my mind, Sasuke is gonna want to train Boruto. If not, Boruto is definitely gonna want to get stronger from the teachings of Sasuke, and I do see a scenario where they leave the village. Now, where does that place Kawaki? Again, that's going to be a whole nother video in itself, but there's a whole lot of things that I can go and say into that aspect, whereas like we still forget everything. The tension is still rising. We don't know where Jigen is heading off to. He can be heading right back to Hidden Leaf Village to track Kawaki down and just take him, so it could be in a sense where Boruto loses both Kawaki and Naruto in the same day unexpectedly, and that can be one of the key motivations to what drives him to train so much. Or we can see Kawaki staying along with the village, even possibly training with Boruto and Sasuke for a little bit, and things go haywire somewhere along those lines. But still, bro, Boruto definitely will have to get stronger after this chapter. It's completely necessary. The manga definitely took a dark turn, and I like the dark turn that it has taken. I'm excited for chapter 39. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Sasuke will possibly get a Hashirama arm? Do you guys think that he will take Boruto away from the village and possibly go train with Boruto, and they will definitely get stronger and just annihilate everybody on some crazy, oh, we got the idol jutsus that can save humanity type shit? Now, let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Black Uchi out 3. You already know, long face skinny body, got no degrees, still working on that part. Holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment below if you think of this video. Do y'all think Sasuke will get another arm? Do y'all think Sasuke will train Boruto inside the village? Do y'all think he will leave the village to train Boruto? Do y'all think Naruto will still be sealed? Comment below. It's your boy Black Uchi out.